Hello lovelies, Kelsey Ann Lovelady here. I know I didn't post a vlog yesterday, but that was because it was Sunday, unless you don't live in the Americas, it probably wasn't Sunday for you, but it was Sunday for me, and that is kind of like my day off from a majority of social media. One, because again, I'm still taking care of my grandfather every single day, but that's also my evening to relax with my Dungeons and Dragons group. We had a really fun time last night. This group has been really amazing to me because they have just kind of been that point of sanity for me during this really insane time. Every single week they make me laugh, and I just get to kind of unplug from the real world for a while, and I get to have some fun with them. So if you guys are watching this, I love you all. As for today, nothing super special happened other than, my grandfather had 2 appointments with the home health care people. One was just a nurse who was checking on his vitals. She was the absolute best, and she wasn't just amazing for my grandfather, she was amazing for me. My mom was at the office during this time, so I'm the one who got to meet with her. But she's been a caregiver for a long time, not just when she, started schooling for that. So she kind of gets where me and my mom are from a mental and emotional standpoint, and she fully invited us to text and call her if there's anything we need to talk about, anything that's like stressing us out. Which she's the first person who's honestly stopped to think, hey, how is this affecting the other members of the family who are taking care of this 96-year-old man who doesn't necessarily follow what the doctor says. So she's the first person who's really looked into our health as well as my grandfather, so I instantly like her. And I probably will take advantage of her offer to text with us. She was just awesome, and she was just so nice and cheery. So, bless her. And then after the nurse came, the physical therapist came and took my grandfather for an entire walk around the block. So he's moving a lot better, she said, than the last time she saw him, which was last week. Nothing else really happened for the day. My mom and I got a part of our fence gate fixed, which had been broken for probably a year and a half because we thought the people who fertilize our yard and work on our sprinklers, we thought that they had destroyed our fence. It might have just been the wind. If you don't know anything about Laramie, we're 7,200 feet above sea level, which means that it's windy as fuck pretty much every single day. So there's a good chance that the wind just blew the gate the wrong direction and broke the gate. So my mom and I finally got that fixed today. Good for us. Every time my mom and I do some handiwork around the house and fix things, which we've had to do a lot in the last couple of years, we feel really great about ourselves. We feel like, we don't need people here to help us. We can actually do it by ourselves, and we feel pretty good about that. What I primarily want to talk about today, though, is that, one, if you saw my Saturday vlog and you're worried about how I'm doing, I'm fine. All I really needed was a good chick flick, to put me back into a good mood, and a little bit of Jane Austen juice, even my guilty pleasure like Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I know I'm trash, don't judge me. But from the negative feelings that I was having on Saturday, a new book idea actually came about. I don't know if anybody knows the myth of the red string of fate. I want to say it's Chinese in origin. I could be wrong about that, so do your own research and don't quote me. But myth says that the gods tie a red string around the left, is it the left or is it the right? I think it must be the left. The left pinkies of two people who are destined to be soulmates. And no matter how the thread twists and knots over their lifetime, it will never break, and they will always find each other. And I came up with an idea for a book today, and maybe I'm screwing myself over by telling people my idea, but it was my idea first. You can hear on this day on June the 22nd of 2020, this was my idea. My idea is that there is a witch in, for some reason I chose Rochester, New York. I don't know why, don't ask me. Who can see people's red string of fates, and for a price, she can sever them at the behest of whoever wants it to be severed. And she can do this because hers was severed pretty early on in life. So she makes her money and manages to pay her rent by basically breaking people's hearts. And she's okay with this because she is, heartbroken and damaged, and she hurts. But one day, she ends up meeting a guy who does not have a red string of fate around his finger. He has a white string. And it's not connected to anybody else's. But what he seems to do is he seems to be able to get people back together. He seems to be able to mend red strings of fates that have been severed. Which means that he can also see the red string of fate. So when they meet, this witch and this guy, they both know that the other can see what's going on with their pinkies. And this guy turns out to be actually an angel. I kind of want to play with the idea that he was the guy that we came to kind of know as Eros or Cupid, according to Greek mythology. But when he figures out that this witch has been the one who's been breaking hearts left and right across New York, he decides, well, how about instead of trying to treat the symptoms, I treat the actual problem. And he wants to try to repair her red string of fate so that she'll stop breaking everybody else's hearts. I'm really excited for this idea. I also know kind of who I want to be the leading man. But I'll talk about that more some other time, probably in an actual AuthorTube video. But that's the idea I'm playing with right now. And I'm really kind of loving the idea. What I'm not sure about is, does this idea need to be a book or does it need to be a screenplay? Because I could see it as both, frankly. And I have started writing a few screenplays in my life. I've never actually finished one. But I could see this definitely being a movie, and I would go watch it, It'd be kind of an interesting, it wouldn't be a rom-com necessarily, but it also wouldn't be like a Nicholas Sparks movie where you're grabbing for the tissues all the time. It would just be this kind of fantastical love story about, how do you pick up the pieces after being hurt like that. So I'm going to be playing around with that idea for a hot second. So anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. One of my roommates is coming home today. They've been gone pretty much since I moved in because they were visiting their hometown and then their car broke down. And it wasn't like a little breakdown, it was a massive breakdown. So they're going to be coming home sometime late tonight or tomorrow. I don't think that should change anything about this vlog schedule. It just might mean that I'll be doing it with somebody else in the house. And because they've been gone for so long, I don't know what it's going to be like to live with this person. They could be loud. I'm hoping not, but obviously I can't control that. So, yeah. that's what's up, and I'm really excited for this new idea I have. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.